Hello, chat. Hope you've all brought your energy levels tonight. We got a video game to finish. But good day to everyone. Yo, salutations. And yeah, I wish I knew these words in other languages. Would make this easier and less awkward. 5 more day left. I'm assuming that's a countdown till Breath of the Wild. I mean, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. For me, it's like that's how many days I have left to get my Forspoken video done so I can have that out of the way. But thankfully, I start editing tomorrow. So should be done just in time. But god damn, it's a long video. I think the Forspoken video has my longest, well, not the longest sin count, the largest sin count, but the largest sin count for a while now. Of this year at the very least, and probably out of last year. A lot of like little tiny things here and there that needed mentioning. Hey Dartigan, chat, still haven't mustered the will to get out of my bed? Are you alright? That's not a good thing. That sounds like depression. Unless you're saying you just woke up and you actually don't want to leave it. I kind of was assuming you meant you've been in bed all day. Master Yoda? You know, have they ever revealed the name of Yoda's race? I always thought, bleh. That was always like a big mystery, right? They still don't have a name for them? Will this rival your FF? No. I said it's only like 100, it's not even 200 sins long. Unlike, say, 13. I'm just saying it's the longest, largest sin count for a while. It's like 180. I think for the most part, most of my videos have kind of ended around the 140 or more. Or haven't been much further than that for a while now. So this one kind of like goes a bit past that because there's so many like tiny little bullshit moments that needed mentioning. Have we had any emotional damage in this game, you mean? In Star Wars? Sadness happened last stream. Big sadness. They just still call it Yoda, people. I wonder why that is the one thing that Disney sticks to. But they don't, you know what? We're going to respect that tradition. Everything else, you know, we can fuck over Luke and, you know, the original cast as much as we want. But just, my god, do not name Yoda's race. Vader killed someone? Yeah, he killed, our Jedi Master lady who was in the first game. After they had a big fight where she almost won, you know. I guess she did like a training arc in between games because she got bodied pretty easily in the first game. Jim, thank you for the 58 months, or 66 months, but a 58-month streak. Fun fact, you narrowly avoided a game-breaking bug during your Vader fight last. What do you mean? I narrowly avoided it, so I almost activated it? What do you do to trigger such a bug, and if it's known, why has it not been patched yet? We lost hot dark Jedi dude too early. Hot dark Jedi dude, you mean? I suppose so. He reported if you died during the second phase of the fight, Vader's health would have... Okay, I think So I only died during the first and third phases of the fight, right? So if you die during that second, after the first cutscene, then he just becomes immortal? Yeah, that's a pretty nasty bug. I'm assuming you can reset the game and it fixes it though, right? If you want, I can give you a Wii, I can get one. No, don't be doing that for me, man. I don't really like the Wii. I bought one and then I almost never touched it except for like... What did I play on my Wii? I didn't play a lot. I think I played Mario Galaxy and a Zelda game. And that might have been it. I did not really enjoy the Wii. Yeah, Wii was a shit console. I know a lot of people liked it, but I was like, ugh. Not for me. I didn't like the motion controls of it. Motion controls belong in VR, nowhere else. More confused how EA Respawn let all these games break. Yo, games are, for some reason, we're in a new era of shitty ports. Would you date Marin, the hot goth girlfriend in the game? Or I'm thinking that's her name, right? Yeah, I would. Are you really serious? Would you date an awesome, goth girl with magical powers? Unless you're like a hardcore religious nutcase, I think the answer is gonna be yes for most people. It's an easy yes to that. Guys, get yourself a girlfriend who knows magic. You exchange a free Wii you got for a PSP, you probably get more value out of it. What were the best Wii games that weren't made by Nintendo? I just remember being a sea of shovelware. Even Nintendo themselves didn't release that many great games on the Wii that I can recall. Like there was the Mario Galaxy 2 games, two of those. You had two Zelda games, though those Twilight, what is it? The Skyward Sword is like the shittiest Zelda game that they ever made, in my opinion. And I think you had a Metroid Prime 3 on it. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Yeah, I mean, some people really like Wii Sports, but it's whatever. Resident Evil 4 on the way. Okay, that was a GameCube game. It just got ported to it later. I'm talking about games that were released for it, originally. It did not. The Wii does not. Wii and even the Wii U to an extension, but that's everyone. It does not hold a strong place in my heart. I just didn't like the playing motion controls on it. It was always shit. Was the PSP ever? I never actually owned one of Sony's handhelds. Wasn't the PlayStation Vita way better than the PSP though? From what I always heard of it. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Sony got back into making handhelds now that we're in this new era of them being like, Switch and also the Steam Deck and even a few others that are coming out in the same caliber. It wouldn't be a bad idea. You could essentially just release a new PlayStation 5 in handheld form. Actually, they should do that. That's really all it would need to be. Because I'm pretty sure a Steam Deck has about the same power as a PlayStation 5. Don't quote me on that, and it's probably a little bit off, but I honestly believe, a Steam Deck is about as powerful as a PlayStation 5. PSP was better. PSP actually had exclusive games? Oh, okay. I'll take your word on it. I always heard that people really like the Vita, though. This was the phase that Nintendo went through where they thought motion controls were the future. I mean, they still include motion controls on their Switch. It's the option of the Joy-Cons. It's just that very few games it's worthwhile using. New PlayStation mobile thing got leaked and it was like, just looks like a phone with a PS5 controller. Yeah. I don't know, but I haven't seen much about that, but if that's the case, disappointing. Missed out on playing Final Fantasy Dissidia. Didn't they port those games later, though? Or at least some of the ones in the future? Naruto games on PSP were going... Is that those? I'm guessing they were like combat games, right? It's whatever. I like my Steam Deck. That's like that's probably the first handheld I've ever truly enjoyed. I don't even use my Switch that much, despite it being alright. Tonight, chat, the stream might be on the shorter side tonight, since I don't know how much of the game is left. If I need to, I can, do some side quests to fill up time. But, we'll see. Who knows, maybe the final boss will kick my ass a lot. Star Wars Skeleton Crew creators warned parents that just because the show has a mostly child cast doesn't mean the show is for children. Star Wars Skeleton Crew? Oh, is that... I'm guessing it's like the raunchy humor cartoon or something. Yeah, it doesn't interest me. 2 hours if you only do story stuff? Okay, as long as I hit about 2 hours, I'm usually happy with that. Still have 40%, I'm only at the 60% mark, it's right. I still have 40% of the game left. Keep forgetting. So difficult to get over that 60% hump, One day I will. When did this 60% meme start? This game. It started during my playthrough of this game. Also, isn't there like a Star Trek? You said that Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Isn't there like a Star Trek version of that that's like here with the bottom decks or something? I have no idea if it's any good, but I know it's like, what if we have like Star Trek cartoon, but it's Family Guy? What if we entered a timeline chat where every piece of popular media gets a Family Guy style cartoon adaptation? What if we have X-Files, but it's Family Guy? What if we had Jurassic Park, but it's family? Just over and over again. Hey Dartigan, been a while since I've been on your stream. How are you enjoying the game? Well, welcome back to me. How long has it been? When was your last stream? Do you recall? To give me an idea of the time frame we're dealing with here. I might have to introduce you to some brand new, concepts and memes we've developed, in the Dartigan labs since your last visit. We've been busy. I enjoyed the game. I mean, I put it on the same level as the first game. It doesn't really feel any worse or really that much better than it. But that was a pretty good game. Maybe the combat's a bit better. Dartigan Labs, you think I, come up with all this material on my own? No, we got an entire science team putting it all together for me. Doing science things. There's beakers with multicolored fluids. They bubble occasionally. Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise. Okay, it's been like a year then. I think that was like a year ago, wasn't it? Well, I know it was last year I played that game, and it was like in the first half. But, glad to have you back, even if it's only for tonight. What is it? I guess you're like, man, I guess I gotta check out this game tonight of all things. Maybe you're curious, I don't know. Also, Samurai, thank you for the raid of yourself. But you know what? It's still appreciated. Last February, so yeah, it's been over a year. But I earned you back, man. I earned you back. So I'm proud of myself. Should have had taken the picture at Kingdom Hearts and Bully I tell you about. I got Kate, but I already... Yeah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. You'll love it regardless. He's easy to make happy. All it takes is a sign of affection. Back from the Vader moment, such a I gotta be honest with you. I thought they did Vader way better in the first game than they did in this game. I guess because in this game he's an actual boss fight where he really just like you gotta run from him in the first game because you stand no chance. But that felt more lore accurate or like to like what Vader is, and now you basically get to kick his ass and he only wins because like, well, he just got a lucky hit in. Like really? That's Vader? You get bodied by this lady who he like tossed aside like she was a child in the first game? I mean, that guy was like ripping apart the very station he was in and throwing it at you. Saved by cutscene, yeah, he killed you like 12 times. I mean, it's still a tough fight, but it's still a fight you ultimately, end up, draining his health bar of. And almost win in the cutscene. Once again, Cal has been training... It wasn't Cal, it was the other lady. Cal is the one who fought, Mr. Vader. The worst part is that wasn't even the coolest Jedi fight that stream. That's lore accurate. Vader wins by the skin of his teeth when he fights former Jedi Masters. I mean, alright. Like I said, I'm just equating it to like the last game where he like just moved his hand and tossed her aside. The Vader fight, I mean, I'm not slamming it as a bad fight. It was alright. I'm just saying I like the way they did Vader in the first game better because he just felt like ominous. Like, don't even try to fight him, just run. I mean, the very last game, Sarah jumped at him and expecting that to work. I guess she learned don't jump at Vader in between games. Especially when there's a pit of lava behind him. Actually, you're right. She didn't learn that because she did just jump at him again and got killed this time. Oh, well, I guess she thought, okay, he's down. He's weak and injured. Now I can actually jump straight at him. To be fair, that's also a mistake Anakin made, right before, Obi-Wan cut him apart. Jumping directly at someone. Weirdly, Obi-Wan is the only one who ever managed to pull jumping at someone, another, like, Force user, and made it work by, jumping directly towards Maul. And that was some serious high ground he had over him. I to this day, I love the high ground meme, because it was so stupid. It's like, what? Since when did this matter? I didn't realize like old school sword dueling style or whatever advantages mattered to like force users. After you just had a fight where you were like fighting across building tops and on pools of lava. No, 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 no. I'm a few feet higher than you. Nothing you do will work now, Anakin. When are they gonna bring back Starkiller? I don't know. I don't think he's canon anymore, is he? If he was ever canon. Did you beat the game? No, we're beating it tonight. I haven't started playing. We're just still in the warm-up phase. Letting people... There's probably not a lot of content left in the game, so I'm just giving ourselves a generous warm-up phase. George Washington lost the fight because he didn't have the high ground. In real life, high ground can matter a big deal, especially in like older style battles where you like older pitch battles, whereas like either melee focused or like with line battles with old school rivals. Yeah, fighting uphill was it's still tough today even actually, but when it's just like two people with force powers who can like jump across chasms, and one of them is like slightly higher elevation than the other, I don't think it mattered that much. Especially when there's plenty of examples of someone having the high ground over another like force user and still winning, such as Obi-Wan versus Maul. Kind of avoided your streams for games that I wanted to play. I finished this game recently, so I didn't. Yeah, I have been playing a lot of newer games recently, haven't I? Sorry about that. It's it's gonna continue probably for this year. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Bring back the Gary Stu power fantasy that is Starkiller. Is that what he is? Is he Gary Stu? I just know he's like angry, edgy boy who is very strong. Then again, that would be a Gary Stu, wouldn't it? We just had this conversation the other night, though, about Mary Stu's and Gary Stu's, though. So, it might just be that people think he's too good. You brought down a Star Destroyer with a Force? I mean, that's not exactly the most... There's definitely more impressive examples of Force powers in Star Wars than just bringing down a Star Destroyer. I mean, hell, didn't, like, Palpatine in, like, the last movie, like, bring down an entire fleet with Force lightning? What's your favorite moment in the game, Dart? In this game? Favorite moment? I guess when you're fighting with your goth girlfriend to, like, bring down a big, mech spider. That was pretty neat. Now Vader can do that too? Well, I would assume so. I had to replace him with a clone in the second game to keep him baseline so people can project onto him. Ooh, FF's memory hold, that stupid scene. Oh, you memory hold that where you're teleporting around the big, drilling droid or whatever it was? Are you not going to play Dead Island 2 after? Yeah, I'm gonna, not tonight, but I've actually, we'll be finishing Dead Island 2, probably, hopefully, in the next couple days as well. But I won't be playing it tonight. I will probably just like, this will probably be like a 2 to 3 hour stream, and then we'll call it there. Palpatine bringing down a whole fleet. Oh yeah, people of memory hold that entire movie. Is there anything good from the new trilogy, by the way? Asking a serious question. Any ideas that were, I like that. From all three movies? Or was it just nothing like, nah, no. Kylo Ren's designed. I mean, I think, well, was the hilted saber a good one? That one seems to have stuck. Most people don't seem to mind that idea. You can send, if you need, I can send you some of my research on Dead Island 2, only 10 hours in, but I think, I mean, aren't you doing that for someone else? I wouldn't want to steal someone else's, like, research from you. The crossguard lightsaber is pretty cool. Never been, yeah, I think that might be the only idea it's going to stick around. Kylo's design was just ripped from Revan. Ironically, when I first saw it, I thought that's who it was. They had a cool thing going with Finn since she was set up to become a stormtrooper, a Jedi, but they never took it. I think a lot of people like Phasma at first, but then they never did anything with her as well. It's like, oh, who's this special stormtrooper? And then they, she became a joke. Like Rey being a nobody in The Last Jedi, and Kylo killing his master and taking over the First Order. Oh, Rise retcon that shit. Doing it for myself. I ain't got strings. I mean, if you want to send it to me, I can't promise I'll use it though. But if you want to like send it to me in a Discord message, I'll take a look at it whenever it comes time to make a video on it. People in chat, what is the allure of Kylo Ren? He's very fuckable, I think, to a lot of people. So for some people, it's like, I can fix him. For some people, it's like, I like him just the way he is. No, he ain't. You say that, but there's a lot of people who like him for that very reason. I know there's a lot of shippers involving that guy. I've only seen like the first of the new trilogy. I did like that he like throws a tantrum and just like cuts up a room with a lightsaber. Like fuck, 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 which I like to think he was saying while swinging around. It's really weird when people on the internet say a very objectively attractive person and say they're not attractive. I mean, everyone's got standards and tastes. What one person finds, attractive, someone else isn't. It's perfectly fine. To the actor, since in terms of acting, Adam Driver was the best of them in the department. I mean, he's probably like the only character that was even remotely interesting as well. Since everyone else was so horrible. What about Blue? What about Alien Titty Milk? Would that stick around? That become a new staple? Yeah, I really like the scene where Luke just like takes a bottle and like, pours one, gulps it down. What's depressing is Star Wars turned Adam Driver off from doing big productions anymore. He was like, I'm sticking to smaller budget movies. Fuck all. I mean, I'm pretty sure he like, it seems like that was a horrible experience for a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't like the Ray's, what was her name? Daisy or something? I forget her name. Wasn't she like really upset by the whole ordeal as well, despite being really excited when she first got the role? Yeah, it seems like everyone involved with it just ended up hating it. He's now back. I mean, it's hard to return down a massive fuck ton of cash. And I think it's only just one movie instead of 3. That's a bit easier to agree to than just like, signing on for like several years of movies. No one involved had a career afterwards? Okay, I don't think that's quite true. I mean, that's technically kind of true for the original trilogy that everyone loves as well. Really, only Harrison Ford made it out of that. Like, technically Luke Skywalker did voice acting roles for the foreseeable future. And, Carrie, what was her name? Carrie something? The one, the drug addiction? She just went on to write scripts, or like was a script fixer. Yeah, like, so really Harrison Ford is the only one that got like a truly decent career past Star Wars. Driver got out and did indie stuff. It feels like a lot of big, like, same thing happened with a lot of the, the Harry Potter kids. Like, no one in that movie, in that series, really went on to anything big afterward. They just got small roles here and there. I guess it's, I don't know, I wonder what that is, actually. You like Boyega, but that's the personality of a career. Don't worry, we'll be playing the game very shortly, chat, for anyone who's wondering. We're just killing a few last minutes. Look at that, the chat's nicely warmed up, too. You guys are up past room temperature. Do you like Blade Runner? Yes. It was one of those movies I didn't like when I was a kid. I would like see it and try to watch it, but find it slow and boring. But it's one of those movies I really loved as an adult. I do remember trying to watch Blade Runner as a kid. I was like, this is boring. They're just talking. But once I actually had a developed brain, I can enjoy it. When does the next video drop? Next few days. I start editing it tomorrow. All the other work is now finished on it. Usually once I begin editing a video, it's only a couple days away since that's the last step. Hey Dart, you plan on doing a Tears of the Kingdom video? If I can. I would like to. If there's enough plot for me to work with, I will. And I'm going to be playing it, so it seems like there's definitely more plot in this one than, say, Breath of the Wild, which most of its plot was flashbacks, which even then there wasn't a lot there. But if there's enough to work with, I will endeavor to make a Tears of the Kingdom video, since it's a pretty big game. Guy who played Poe is doing just fine. Adam is having a decent career. I don't know about the rest of them. Plasma was already an accomplished actor or actress, I guess you mean, for the trilogy sequel. Apparently Adam Driver is going to play Reed Richards, new F4 movie. Daniel Radcliffe is just in a Weird Al movie. Yeah, I didn't say they didn't do anything, Chad. I'm saying they don't go on to like any role that's, or like any type of production that's on the same level as what I guess their career peaked with like something big like that. Was Resident Evil 4 the game you removed the most sins from? It's either that or Metal Gear Rising. One of the two. I don't really keep track of how many like sins are removed for something usually, but it was quite a few. I do remember I had one sin in Metal Gear Rising. I contemplated setting it back to 0 for the monsoon fight since it's so freaking good. But then I was like, you know what? Just reset it to 0 after my death. Which will hopefully not be for a very long time. So, I think we're ready, Chad. I think we're ready to begin working on this here video game. Now that we got a full active chat and all. I did send my Discord message out, right? Hold on a second. Pretty sure I did. You write it down in your will. Yeah, to unsend. Yeah. After my death, you feel free to take all the sins off. Okay, yeah, I'm good. China has a trend to removing black characters from that, amongst other things. Yeah. A lot of changes get made for movies that that have been going over to China. So yeah. I think there's like a lot of stipulations. You can't like have skeletons or ghosts or anything, weirdly enough. I don't think you can even like show gay characters off as well. Amongst other things, and they don't really, they have issues with black actors and actresses for some reason. And yeah, I don't think you're allowed to be too critical of communism or anything else. I feel like having a lot of like recent movies, they've kind of like stopped trying to like push them into China because China hasn't even been allowing them. Like, fuck you, no. All right, fine. It's whatever. All right. We're here. The final level, I think. It seemed like it. Did you hear that the reason FF16 was banned in Saudi Arabia was for it allegedly having a gay character? Well, that would do it in Saudi Arabia. So I wouldn't be. I mean, it's either. What else would it be? I'm not really sure on what media needs what metrics. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that you get you banned in Saudi Arabia.
I can't stop thinking about Seer.
Me too.
Won't be able to look at Pyloons the same way again. She fronted me the money. Never got to
Being
visit.
a woman, well, that's like most movies. Then
Never will.
I'm sorry, Grease.
one of the Transformer movies, they almost got in trouble because they depicted a battle in Shanghai and China didn't like they were damaging the city in the movie. Oh, wow. God, that is so low self-esteem. Like, oh, you can't just do it. God, watching your cities get destroyed is a movie classic.
You all right?
It happened again.
It makes the fight have some meaning or like have some emotional impact.
I know.
Why do you think we keep blowing up the San Francisco Bridge?
It's not your fault, but we must not let their deaths be in vain.
Chinese censorship can suck your whole taint. The whole taint, not just a part of it. Right, what is it? This place is like a big crystal asteroid or something, right? What?
Ice. Reminds me of Ilum.
Okay, no, it's ice.
You've been through a lot, huh?
Back to the default now. It feels appropriate, I'm surprised they didn't shoot us down as we were. How do we actually fly through that? That looks very, very dangerous. Salt. So we're gonna find out why our friend betrayed us. And, I expect a good reason. frustrating how much they get on their knees to appeal to China when you have movies like Joker making $1 billion without them. Like I said, I think that trend has like been dying off somewhat because I believe China has basically been
So far,
like
so
not
good.
allowing any foreign movies for a while, or not nearly as many, and they even the ones they did allow didn't do that well. Like, wasn't the Mulan movie kind of the peak of that? It's like they made a movie specific. They took that movie and made it as appealing to China as they could, and then it got banned. I believe, didn't it? Like to the point where it was near propaganda. Like, oh yeah, you can't play that movie here. Oh, oh, see, I see. Shang-Chi for the MCU, it got banned because the actor made a tweet. Oh yeah, I mean, there's plenty of, there's also that way in games. I think like all of Blizzard got banned in China as well, didn't they?
Glad you're excited. Look at that.
Well, I don't have any stake in China, but I know all my videos get ripped off and uploaded there. So maybe I should
Which way?
maybe I should like make it difficult for
We
those
have to
guys
find
ripping
a
off my
BD.
videos and putting them on Chinese
If
YouTube.
he's even still here.
Like every video begins with like, you know what? Fuck the CCP. China ripped off WoW. They banned. I think it's actually something like Blizzard China or something said in a tweet. Like tweets get a lot of companies banned in China apparently. Open every video here on with fuck China. I mean, you have to do something that they couldn't just edit out though. So you'd have to like have like text bouncing around screen for the entire video. I'm not joking about that. I'm like, there's like several like YouTube like sites in China. All my videos get ripped off and uploaded there. They just like, sometimes they don't even do anything to it. They just upload the video straight as and just put like translated text under it. And I think there's some of them though that go the effort of actually adding a new voiceover to it. It's still my video. I've been assured that like they're still saying my lines. They just translate it into Chinese and they have a new narrator and he's kind of shit. At least I assume he's kind of shit. But yeah, I have a Chinese knockoff chat. For several, actually, apparently. Now getting out of my bed after hours of being awake. First step, man. I'm glad you made it. Don't do that kind of step, though. Now have yourself a good meal. What? Are you Spider-Man? You can't do that to a wall, you know? That ain't how that works. He's just oily, chat. He's very oily, and he, you know what? He can just like, yeah, I'm just gonna slide slowly down to metal surface. Like, eh. Also leaving behind all the fingernails. Yep, it's a hallway. You know, if Obi-Wan had this ability, Qui-Gon would still be alive. And it's a force power. And if Qui-Gon had lived, maybe Anakin would have never lost his mind.
Yeah. Something tells me this isn't just any of
More like a magic. It's still a force. It's just magic force. The witch power. It's a totem. I mean, it's still using the force though, right? Is there like another magical force in the world of Star Wars, or is it the same thing? We have the force at home. Yo, it's green. Jack McCott demands I take a sip. I shall do so. What's better, the Force or the Schwartz? Well, they're the same thing, only one of them requires you to like make a dick sword out of light.
Due to heightened security, this hangar is restricted. All traffic will reroute to tertiary
Night Scissors magic is an
landing
offshoot for the dark side, so yeah, it's just force powers.
to heightened security, this hangar is restricted. All traffic will
Confirm that every mythology is in the God of War universe, so they might make Wukong versus Kratos.
The external
I
monitoring
mean,
is offline.
they got options, but I think they probably aren't working on it. I don't see that happening for a while. Another God of War game. Oh. Oh, you're okay. Didn't realize I didn't see you there and you didn't see me.
Bureau. The Empire's secret police.
Thing is, like I've said, obviously he can go to any pantheon and murder it, but it's gonna start to feel a little tired. He has to have, I mean, I said this back when I was playing God of War. He clearly doesn't want to do that anymore. He didn't want to kill any of the Norse gods either. He didn't want to get involved, but he just ended up. But for now on, he'll just have to be dragged into stuff he doesn't want to do. So that would get a little old after a while. To just, okay, we need another reason for Kratos to kill, here's another pantheon.
Due to heightened security, this hangar is restricted.
So I'm not sure, but also Greek, when it comes to like Western games, Greek and Norse, kind of like the ones everyone knows about when it comes to pantheon. Most people I feel like in Western areas are gonna have to be educated on other pantheons a bit. I feel like it'd be fixed by. I mean, I'm pretty sure any God of War game is gonna have Kratos, whether you like him or not. Most you might get as an offshoot with his son, but honestly, I don't feel that'd be as good. He was a good character, but he's not really a great character on his own.
No, I can't. You're not authorized.
I have authorization. You're doing nothing wrong.
You're authorized. Access granted.
Wild West God of War, where Kratos calls Atreus cowboy.
All traffic will reroute to tertiary landing pads for enhanced inspection until further notice.
If this is an ISB base, what's Bode doing here? Maybe working for Imperial Intelligence?
Kratos is not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't have him going after actual religions people still are currently worshipping. So no Kratos versus Jesus, Muhammad, or anything. That's for like, you know what? That'll be a hard one to do. So they'll stick to like, the mostly dead religions.
All traffic will reroute to tertiary landing pads for enhanced inspection until further notice.
Yeah, I thought that's where it wanted me to go, but clearly not. Kratos versus Moses, their fight splits. I mean, Moses wasn't really known for his combat abilities,
Due to heightened security, this hangar is restricted. All traffic will reroute to tertiary landing pads for enhanced inspection until further notice.
Though, however, Kratos versus the devil would not be a bad fight to see. But we kind of already saw that in the old Dante's Inferno, to be honest with you. What? There, you know what? There we go. Let's have Kratos do his own Dante's Inferno. Have it done properly. Kratos has to like battle through hell, and it's literally just Dante's Inferno's version of it.
Due to heightened security, this hangar is restricted. All traffic will reroute to tertiary landing pads for enhanced inspection until further notice.
Maybe they can start taking fictional pantheons. Well, I think you need permission from the license holder to do that. Kratos versus the bad spirit thing, and you know what? Actually, here's something people have. Since basically the masks, Kratos versus Jim Carrey in The Mask. How about that? It's basically canon, Why not? This is a good idea. Alrighty then, Kratos. See, it even works. You want to see this. You definitely want this to be a real thing now, chat. That would be an interesting fight, and you goddamn know it.
Due to heightened security, this hangar is restricted.
You just see Kratos getting angry and angrier at this like goofy guy, like trying to attack him with like Looney Tunes physics. Kratos versus Goku. Okay, Chad. Sure, why not? Put Kratos in Attack on Titan. Kind of already has done that himself, you know.
There is only the Force.
Due to heightened security, this hangar is restricted. All traffic will reroute to
Pretty sure the
tertiary
latest
landing pads
PlayStation
for
All-Stars game is
until
canon in
further
God of War.
All set.
There was like you're referring to that line of dialogue where Kratos like, I fought many warriors. It was something like, I remember that line being discussed, but I'm pretty sure it was never really determined if he was talking about Mortal Kombat or PlayStation All-Stars. He was also in Mortal Kombat. No, chat, I got it even better. What about Scott Pilgrim versus Kratos? He was like another one of the evil X's. Come on. So that's the Masks, and now we have Scott Pilgrim. That's 2 fights for him. Who else can we add? You know, this is a far more interesting than fighting actual pantheons. Kratos versus the Rock. What about Kratos versus the Scorpion King instead? So like shitty Rock.
Denvik's going big these days.
You know, actually, Kratos versus Emotep from like the Mummy movies wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what? Let's just have him versus the MonsterVerse. So Kratos versus Dracula.
The ISP's track record is far superior.
A relic, that's what they are. And the sooner the powers that be realize that fact, the more prosperous our empire will become.
Kratos versus Popeye the Sailor Man. Just don't let Popeye get the spinach.
On my way. I'll drop you.
Kratos versus Flubber.
Nice and quiet.
I still think
Can't let
Kratos
Bode
versus
know
the
we're coming
Mask is
from.
the best of these and the most likely. Heal, I'm good. It's still, you know, perfect. I got a quarter health left.
Very nice.
Fuck you, R2-D2. You monster. I kill droids all the time, and only that one mattered. Look, if he wanted to beg for his life, he needed to speak in something other than beeps and boops. See, I'm at the 60% mark. I know, man. 2 nights ago, I was like 60%, and here I am, making 0 progress. Oh, pardon me.
Integrity reduced. Your defeat is imminent.
Oh, fuck.
Intruder down.
How's that heal going for you? Well, I thought I could I didn't know I was going to counter an entire group of robots in one room. And then he would track me as I, like, dodge away from him. Don't get sassy with me.
There, the Jedi. I won't back down. You'll slip up. Get in there. I'll get all the rewards for this.
I just went the wrong way. Really is like a Souls game. Yeah, it's a Souls game light. Honestly, the flame trooper's kind of annoying. I want him to die first. Kratos versus again. What about Kratos versus Ong of the Airbenders? We're gonna keep this up all night, aren't we? Kill these guys so they can't get involved in the fight. Ong would destroy Kratos. That's brave. I mean, what makes him such a good meal match?
Still resisting. Unwise.
Pointless evasion.
Toss it!
Replenishing will not help. Running is not recommended.
Contested hit. Engage the target. You moved.
Blast your fire.
I am hit. Move up and attack.
Me versus Kratos in a roast battle? I think I would win that one. That one I got a solid chance. If Aang uses energy bending, maybe. You realize Kratos has fought gods, right? I don't think Aang is counted as on the same level as that. You lost to a talking squirrel once, though? What does that mean? In a rat battle? When did I lose that? In Valhalla? I'm pretty sure I won that moment, didn't I? It doesn't matter though, it's Valhalla. That's not, no one cares about wins or losses in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Is this like an optional lyric? Yeah, I think this is not necessary. Oh, there's a door here. Computer? Oh.
The terminal. Maybe Bode's in the database. Bode's here, all right. Got a place in the officers' quarters.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Go get him, robot friend.
Don't need you anymore.
One click ahead. Alert. Assault them!
Your odds of surviving are low. Very low. Lockdown initiated.
Help me! Come on, BD.
Yeah, he made the scream. Fuck yeah. Also, Fresh, thank you for the 39 months. Yo, you can tell Dart's not there yet by looking at the bottom of the screen. Huh? I'm sure that was a put down, but I'm not sure what it actually meant.
Unstoppable as ever, BD. Very good, buddy.
This is Commander Dartigan. Let me be the first to welcome our guests from the Inquisitorius. We are grateful that Lord Vader has shown an interest in our operations. We will continue to demonstrate that this Bureau is indispensable to the Empire. Our enemies are numerous, but with the intelligence our Bureau provides, we will prevail. Be always watchful and stay vigilant. We are the Imperial Security Bureau. We are the eyes of the Empire.
Did you really need a giant room-size hologram for like that when you got like just 8 people surrounding it?
There's the base commander.
Oh, I see it there. %60 finish needs to become a new channel. I mean, it's on its way. It just depends on whether people keep it going after I actually finish this game at 60%. Can I just pull you off? Oh.
Here we go.
Wait, I unlocked it?
This base is now on lockdown. An intruder has been identified.
Can't escape us.
Contact made.
What is the situation tactically?
I am alone.
I wonder if I can knock you off. Nah, I don't have enough power.
Chassis damage. Target is quick.
From that one from General Grievous, did you?
Attack now.
Perhaps our new guests can apprehend the Jedi Force.
You're about 95% done. No, we're still at 6. Don't destroy our meme now.
Try harder. Running all you do. Get in there. Too slow. Get in. You will suffer. I'm here to take you down. Impressive reflex.
Think it was a setup? We're not getting to boat until we find that base commander.
What's up, Lucky? How you doing tonight? It's the other door. There's the other door. It's a weird well. You know, I was thinking the same thing. That's a weird sound to make for your, like, intruder alert alarm when it just sounds like... Hey, Dart, doing well. Just got home from errands. How are you doing today? You know what? We're finishing this game up tonight, and I got a lot of work done on on video stuff. So I'm feeling good.
Huh?
I'm in a positive place.
lift platform here.
Yeah, I guess this room was awash. It was Team Wisdom, but I would think Power won this fest. What is the discussion of? Would you be comfortable with BD on your back like that? I don't know. I feel like he's gonna. I'm assuming he has like sticky pads because he's doesn't seem like he's holding on very tightly. I feel like I'd lose whatever's on my back if it's just like that. He's got flex tape on him. That's what it is, chat. I don't think I can make that jump. You cut through doors. Unfortunately, you know, lightsaber should be capable of doing that, but we don't use it for that reason. Obi-Wan is the only one who had a good idea of like melting through, you know, doors in a movie. Okay, there's some. Oh, okay, I see. There's something above the door. Durasteel is lightsaber proof. Then why doesn't everyone just make their armor out of it and make lightsabers pointless? Like, why isn't all the stormtroopers like, oh, we have a special group of like Durasteel armored stormtroopers? Lightsaber cuts through a door in the woods and no one does it make a sound? Yes, it's wow wow. Probably because it's expensive. Isn't like this. If you can make a door out of, you know, out of Durasteel, you can make some suits of armor out of it. Actually, wasn't there like some kind of mineral that was like lightsaber proof in like the books? It would like cause a short circuit or something if you struck it. But soldiers are expensive. Okay, why doesn't every Sith and Jedi, since they're always fighting other people with lightsabers, have like Durasteel armor then? Ortosis, also expensive. I want to remind you, this is the same empire that built a fucking artificial moon to destroy planets. If they can afford that, I think they can afford some like armor made of a special mineral. So it's not in the budget, you know. We gotta build our second gigantic moon-based space station. And our kilometer-long, you know, Star Destroyer ships. Spent nearly the past 20 hours sleeping and I feel so much better. I'd imagine so. Making up for several days of no sleep. Now your decisions will be better too. Think of that. How'd things go with the stuff from last night, by the way? This is a shortcut, right? Yeah. Kinda need it though. Ortosis is only located in the unknown region where the Empire has no control. But apparently Durasteel is like very, you know, good against lightsabers too, according to people in chat. Ever get a super Death Star that consumes suns? Well, that was actually by like the First Order, who are much, I'm assuming they had much less to work with than the Empire, which ruled an entire galaxy. Actually, how much did the First Order control? I was never sure of that. Weren't they just like a remnant of the Empire or something? But they could still build something way bigger. Yeah, I never really got that when they went that was the one thing in the first movie I thought was the weakest. Like, you have like the Galactic Republic, you know, after, you know, the Empire fell, but then you have like, You still have like a group of rebels that are like the only one fighting like this new empire. It's like, what the fuck? They were satisfied enough, which left me relieved to actually relax and get some rest. Well, good. Increase force recovery when performing successful. You know what? Just boof. Boof. The boof. Hold R1 and try to lift your target as well. Holding enemy with pull, press triangle to hold a second target. I need more points. Didn't clear how much of the First Order controlled since Episode 8 opened. The Crawl said they controlled the galaxy to Episode 9. For Palpatine needed a fleet of 1,000 death weights. So after the end of like the
Time to move.
Return of the Jedi, basically the Empire was still in control of the galaxy. For the most of it, most of it. Holy shit. If that's the case, that is stupid. The Death Star destroyers that didn't know how to go. No, the Empire shattered after Episode 6, and within a year after Endor, they basically dead. So I'm guessing so yeah, so about that whole First Order, they only controlled like a small percentage of what the former Empire was, but they could still build, the superstar, whatever that fucking thing was called. The thing that destroys multiple planets. Know nothing of this game. Tell me about the story. Funny, smart clown man. Think of Star Wars, but if Star Wars was Uncharted. We are looking for like a lost planet where we can be safe. But then we were betrayed by our buddy. And our mentor, both our mentors were killed actually. And Darth Vader showed up, and we technically beat him, but he still won because he's Darth Vader.
Bring him to me, alive.
It's also a bit Dark Souls-like if you're interested in the gameplay.
Lockdowns have been activated. All personnel, stay clear.
I guess the lift doesn't work from here.
New Republic didn't care about dueling with the Empire warlords, so they're like, hey, we just like got control of the galaxy again. Let's not. Yeah, God, that's dumb fucking writing. They really should have just gone with what was done in like the expanded universe, so the original expanded universe. What they've come up with is so stupid. Second, the Empire shattered. They demilitarized. You know, they deserved to be wiped out again if they were that dumb. I'm assuming this laser field kills me if I let it hit me. Definitely hurts. Oh shit.
Up here.
It's actually hard.
You will regret that.
What do you think the purpose of this spinny thing is, by the way? New Republic didn't want to start a new war, which is why Leia reformed the resistance against the First Order. Also, they were sleeper agents in the New Republic who sabotaged the New Republic in the Senate. Yeah, it still sounds really convoluted and just like it really was just an excuse to keep the same like story going that was in the original trilogy of like the Resistance versus the Empire, because they didn't want to come up with something new that people might not like. Story sounds generic as hell. Have you at least enjoyed the? Yeah, I've enjoyed the game. It's got. The story is simple, but it's got decent enough characters that it works. I mean, technically, that's usually a better recipe of like simple plot, good characters will work better than more complex plot than, you know, simple characters. That's usually what we want to aim for. If you can have complex plot and complex characters, then that's the best of it. But that's not always doable in a game.
Protect the Empire.
Need to pick me up.
This man had to protect the Pyrite.
I see you. The Jedi encounter. I'm after him. Someone else take him down. Keep your eyes on him.
Wood. Do you have any good examples of complicated plots with good complicated characters? Yes. One I would, if for video games, what's the name of the game? I actually mentioned it last night. Planescape Torment is a very complicated plot with a lot of very complicated characters. There's also another one I mentioned last night, and that was, we were talking about it, that, shit. What's that? What was that game we were talking about last night? It's about the one where you're like a detective in a city. That's like all about narrative and like psychoanal. It's shit. Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium. You kind of have to have a game that's have a complex plot plus complex characters and a lot of complex dialogue. You really do need a game that's more or less just a book to a degree. This is a book you play.
Do what you gotta do,
In
buddy.
fact, Planescape Torment is also often described as the best game you'll ever read. Is Luke's wife still canon? You know, no, I don't believe she is. What was her name? Mara? No. Don't believe she's, you know, I don't believe she was, she was not in the movies, and he's dead now. Wasn't like one of the very few things they kept from the books was that Han Solo's kid turned to the dark side. I do recall hearing about that in the original, like, expanded universe. He has like a son who becomes a Sith Lord or something. But he didn't have this, it wasn't the same character, he had a different name.
Escape is impossible. I am hit. This.
Hey, would you guys mind getting out of this horrible death room? Fight me out here. Oh, you won't. I see. Jason Solo turned evil. He lit the Wookiee homeworld Kashyyyk on fire, and Han was like, "My son's dead. Take out this walking corpse." Yeah, it seems like something Han Solo would do. So it was like, "Let me hug my murderous child." Well, I've discovered that their AI won't let them leave the room. Or will it? Are you gonna fight back? There you go.
All that is required.
What are the shards for? They're basically currency that you buy, like, cosmetic stuff. 100 bits. Even George got mad at Disney for not making Mara J canon. It's weird how they treat the original, like, expanded universe. Like, aren't they planning to do something with, like, Revan now? Like he was like part of the original, but they're like, you know what, we're gonna like he was good, so we're gonna like bring him back. As well as that blue general guy everyone liked. What? Oh.
Laser gates are down.
Yeah, Thrawn or something, right? Thrawn is technically canon in both universes now. Did George really get mad at Disney for not making Margie canon, or is that just I have no idea. I don't read Star Wars blogs, so it's what chat's telling me. I honestly would love to hear what George Lucas sounds like when he gets mad, because he's got such a soft voice. Like, what does it sound like when he raises that? Oh yeah, I gotta say, I don't really like what you did here. I mean, kind of shit. It's like I sold my children to white slavers. That's about as angry as I ever heard him sound, so it probably sounded similar to that.
Does anyone have eyes on the Jedi?
Kestis. I'd assumed the first time we met you'd be strapped to an interrogation chair.
I've heard that before. Still weird. Get on the comms and call off the base alert.
Or what? You're a Jedi. I know what you are capable of. And what you are not.
Yeah, but once you threaten me, I can.
On the comms. Now.
This is Commander Denvik. The Jedi has been neutralized. All units stand down until further notice. Satisfied?
I'm here for Bode Akuna.
How did you find this place?
A locator beacon on Bode's ship.
Uncharacteristically careless. His reports indicate you two have grown quite close since Coruscant.
You're the one who sent him to infiltrate my team.
Correct. Bode has been my weapon for some time. Quite effective. Unlike those armored abominations in the Inquisitorius.
So it's true. Seer's dead because of you.
No. Jedi operation is still months away.
You're lying. The Empire burned the archives, led by Darth Vader.
Lord Vader. I have to stop this while I still can. Don't you see? Bode lured you here to destroy me. They're coming. Dead man, let's...
Yeah, the Jedi Code allows you to like give people concussions. It's perfectly fine.
Huh. Yeah.
The Batman. Oh yeah, yes. We'll blend right in. They won't notice the little robot on my back either. Commander, why do you have a space? Commander, why are you suddenly ginger? I thought you were bald. Dr. Cal, Dr. Cal. Aging. Max upgrade database. Unfound database entries are now shown in the holomap. Okay. Going to bed, Mike. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. Your face, yeah, we're a very wanted man. Do Jedis have any like illusion tricks we can use? It's way more believable than what Obi-Wan show did, where they hid a little girl under a coat. How little of a girl? I mean, if it's like a really long like Jedi robe, I could see someone hiding that properly.
Bode's got to go through us to get to his ship. Let's hurry.
Oh, I thought this was a shortcut. think it is. Oh, let me check that. Not up there though. Can't they see BD? Maybe, you know, maybe it's common to see an officer with a little robot on their back. Okay, that's just a locked door. Never mind. Can't pull out my lightsaber, by the way. And, you know, you kind of would give it away. You know, the Empire weren't, like, basically space fascists. They got nice uniforms.
If anyone sees you, it'll blow her disguise.
Well, then why are you keeping them on your back? How's it stay on your back? Flex tape. Good old flex tape. Or just maybe Velcro. I'm not sure. You know, I didn't look, but where was that the previous owner of this uniform's body upstairs when we took it? Did anyone see him on the floor? I forgot to check. I think his body disappeared after we took his clothes off him. I would have noticed like a suddenly nearly naked Imperial. We ate him. That's how you get his clothes.
Where are they interrogating the Jedi?
Why? Do you want to crack at him?
That's right.
Do stormtroopers possess resistance training that I don't know about?
That's only for the feeble-minded.
Yes, that's exactly my point.
Good day, fellow evil friends.
He's not answering his comm. Try again. Maybe he's interrogating the Jedi. You think he's still alive? Denvik said neutralized. He didn't say dead. Yeah, fair enough. Not so easy to capture one alive, though. He look familiar to you? Yeah, a little.
Like fascism prerequisite to have high-colored broad. Yeah, they always like focus a lot of attention on the uniforms. No one watches. I meditate randomly. Damn, you know what? Maybe it's like a new fad. And you know, even I'm gonna guess even like Imperials, like, you know, like you'll to like relax. So meditation just ain't for Jedi's, you know.
Which way to the officers' quarters?
A new recruit,
This
I
is a way of
take
clearing
it.
your mind.
That's right.
Well, it doesn't speak highly of you to be so unaware of your surroundings. Now get out of here. I don't have time for you.
Like, we clearly
Thanks for the
outrank you.
warm
We got 4
Another
blue
word
things on our
and I'll
chest here
report
too.
you for
And you're
insubordination.
acting like this? Like, you will show respect to your commanding officer, sir. Compensation thing, we might treat our people like slaves, deserving of torture, but we look flawless while doing it. To be honest, that's probably their logic.
Why did the Inquisitorius send you here?
Because the ISB has failed, so we must do your work for you. I suspect the ISB has been infiltrated by terrorists. Maybe you're one of them.
What evil empire has the best drip?
Ridiculous.
I'm not sure.
This base's security has clearly been compromised. I will report this to Lord Vader.
I don't know, those Romans had nice helmets with their frilly red part.
Incredible. It's quite the play for Dendrick. Beating the Inquisitors at their own game.
Don't let our new guests hear you saying that.
When are they going to make
Yes,
Star Trek
but
games? They plenty of Star Trek games.
of
It's just
course.
most of them have been forgettable.
And we're watching
There
them.
was a VR of Star Trek game a few years ago where you play as a bridge crew commanding a starship. That apparently was pretty good. If you have enough people to play it.
State your business.
I have an appointment.
And what is the nature of this appointment?
We think the intruder wasn't acting alone.
No one has been in or out on my watch.
Pretty sure this is that guy who played Caius in FF13 too, right?
Send down a security droid.
Is this necessary? Let me through, now.
I can't, not without security clearance.
Let me through, and I'll put in a good word with Denvik.
A good word with Denvik? Yes. Go on, officer.
Then again, he's pretty prolific voice actor. He's in a lot of stuff. Identify the one red-headed Jedi, you'd think. But the Empire is not exactly known for being smart. I mean, you'd think their stormtroopers could actually shoot stuff, but, you know, they famously can't. Isn't there, like, a lore reason for that? Like, their blasters are, like, very inaccurate, and that's why they always miss? Like, they use bad, you know, we give them bad weapons as a joke.
Slice it.
The helmet. Guess
That's
the
how you
Empire
do it.
never heard of, like, improving, you know, soldiers, you know, standard, you know, equipment. Did I mind tricks only work on the simple-minded and it works on the Empire and awful level? You know, you'd think, though, that guy we just use it on, he was a little bit resistant of it. Took 2 tries.
He was gathering intel on us the whole time.
Hey, Carter. I'll be home soon. I'll bring you something nice. I can't wait to see you.
I think within 2 weeks of this game, Vader is gonna hear his old teacher still alive and gonna get his ass kicked there. Sure, well, I mean, you know, why not? Isn't that... How upset do people get by that Obi-Wan show with Obi-Wan meeting Vader, you know, again before the Death Star? That feels really weird to me. I'm not even a Star Wars guy, but that's like the big reunion, right? Like they were supposed to meet again at the Death Star. Like, oh no, we actually, you know, Obi-Wan totally kicked his ass and just let him live for no reason. Again. It seems done. Well, everything in Star Wars seems done. Not a lot of intelligence in that series. Actually, maybe we'll improve lights. Disney made stormtroopers have bad aim. Canon in the original movies, they let them escape so they can track them. Well, that doesn't explain every time they can't shoot anyone in the original series. Star Wars lore has good presentation, that's it. Quick draw. So this is clearly a child's little fort. So we're going to meet his daughter. He's probably doing all this for us soon.
Mama.
Easy, sweetheart. I know. It's just me and you now, Kara. Hmm? Just me and you.
Bode's daughter. And her mother. Don't fall behind.
Are we talking pre-Disney canonation or post? A little bit of both, actually.
The data disk. Looks ancient.
Yeah, that is a nice bed. Very nice.
What'd you find? This is the hollow that Dagon was watching. Sorry. You scared me. You must be Kata. I'm Cal. And this is BD1.
It's nice to meet you.
Do it, Cal. Kill the youngling.
Where's your dad, Kata?
He said to pack for a trip. You don't work here, do you?
See, she was able to recognize that?
No. You're the first person to figure that out.
Corrupt the child. Destroy them all.
Are you really a Jedi?
Yeah. I am.
Well, I have to finish packing.
Wait, has that lightsaber been in my
find
waist
my
the
movie
entire
doll.
time I walked through all those rooms full of, like, Imperial soldiers?
Yeah. We'll
They
help
didn't
you
notice
find
it? It only appeared during, it makes sense.
Is this Mookie?
Means there's gonna be like a lightsaber battle in the
looks like me.
cutscene in a second.
A little. My mama gave them to me.
Kata. Did your dad tell you where he's taking you?
It was supposed to be a surprise. But you got here a little sooner than I expected. Come here, Kata.
Papa, what's going on?
This is my best friend. We had a fight, but we'll get things settled. When we go. Found Yuki.
You were a Jedi?
Yeah.
How'd you survive the purge?
The Council assigned a few of us to intelligence during the Clone Wars. I used the skills that I learned there to disappear. Went into hiding. Didn't know who to trust. Familiar story. Right. But then I met the most incredible woman. Your mama.
So is this game called Survivor because of this guy, not ourselves?
One day, Kata and I were out running errands, and I got this message. Don't come home.
Inquisitors.
Looking for me. My wife bought us the time to escape. I knew I couldn't run forever. And so I cut a deal. Danvik keeps us hidden. As long as Papa stays useful.
You were lying to us from the very start.
Tanalor was a way out for both of our families. You were gonna give it to the hidden path. A bunch of strangers.
And you were gonna sacrifice thousands of people to save yourself. We're a monster boat.
You're a monster.
No. I'm a father. The first time I held her, I saw the entire galaxy in her eyes. You can't understand.
Children are magic, chat.
I understand betrayal. And that you lured me here to take down this base. Right?
Well, fighting the Empire is what you do best.
Run!
Okay. So that, well, I thought he like ran around this corner, but this is the wall.
Kill that Jedi!
Hold up. There's a meditation thing over here. I'm gonna go first.
Let's stop for a moment.
Now you have to do it. Kill him and the youngling. Now we just kill him and take the youngling ourselves. They'll be our student.
Ready to go?
I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. Or maybe they'll swear revenge. I don't know.
Bode!
Get out of my way.
A lot of dude. Press to have Cal embrace his dark pardon? Embrace. Press this to embrace the dark side. All right. Pull the devil trigger. Well, maybe there is something to the dark side stuff. No, we're a gray Jedi, chat. Oh, maybe we just are straight up Sith now, because this is wrecking shit. Evil is a red color. Reloading, buddy? The Ghost of Tsushima influence is apparent. It's totally the ghost mode. I mean, it's just a mode where you kill things good. That's a pretty standard mode, actually. What if we up your damage value? You know, we're going to this dark side mode, but we still sound like we're just a good old kid. Eat a stim, BB. Oh, thank God. Up the damage value, scream angrily, turn the screen red. Yeah, they're pretty common. Just lectured Bode about killing people. Well, this is different. We are, fighting the Empire. It doesn't count. They're bad guys and they're attacking us. Whereas Bode was like friends with us, and then like, oh yeah, what if I just like, what, betrayed you? Oh, that doesn't work anymore?
Let's change the angle.
Oh, wait a minute. Is there an elevator in here I gotta go up? They're only bad guys from my point of view. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Alright. Wait, can I get out of this uniform now? Nope, we gotta keep wearing it. Oh yeah, we just rip it open. I forgot. I see you there. You know, his lightsaber isn't red yet, chat, so he's not truly evil. That's how you truly know. Any expectations for the PlayStation Expo and our Summer Game Showcase? I would like to maybe see if, like, Konami's been working on a new Metal Gear game, because it clearly would be funded by Sony at this point. Or even, like, a new Castlevania game would be interesting as well. As for, like, I don't think, maybe a Ghost of Tsushima 2 announcement? I don't know. I don't want to, like, make predictions, because I'm always wrong. I think I'm gonna have that bug again where I can't deflect stuff properly.
Give me a stim.
Let's find out. Yeah, I can't deflect blaster bolts at people again. Or can I? Okay, no, I can't. Really wonder what you'll think of the game when you finally played Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I'd probably need to play Force Unleashed 1 first, if I ever did. I always heard it was like mid, to be honest with you. It always kind of looked mid to me. It just like, here, it's edgy Star Wars. Because it came from like a time of a God of War, and it was like, what if we had Star Wars, but it was God of War? Is what I always thought of it.
Boat's escaping. If he gets away, he's gone forever.
Hey, Baron, you hear that? Baron, but where'd she run off to?
Destroy that fighter! Don't let that traitor escape!
We're too late.
Oh, he's getting away.
There is only the Force.
Not gonna lie, I love The Force Unleashed 1 and 2. It's pretty meh considering it was made in under 18 months. A lot of games at the time were made usually in no more than like a year and a half.
Off we go. We gotta get back to the Mantis.
Some of the best Star Wars game ever made. I mean, I think that still goes to KOTOR though.
Baron! Why are you here?
Why do you think? I'm rescuing you!
Behind you. Oh no, we're gonna get an Obi-Wan situation here, aren't we? it sure is fun taking in multiple people at a time in this game.
It's them. Quick, help.
Better kill me before I
And the dark side is efficient, yes. So the dark side's making a pretty good argument right now. So you on team bad? No, we're still on team good guy. We just now can call on our dark side nature, I guess? I don't know. I guess we're gonna be morally gray. Yo, blue lightsaber means you're still, you're still good.
Let's get out of here.
I mean, our girlfriend is also technically dark side as well, right? And she's not a bad person.
I'm with you, Cal.
Oh, okay, that's a lot. Okay, that's a bit much.
Where's Bode?
They're gone. He took his daughter and the compass. They used me as a distraction.
Damn you!
Wait, I thought we took your uniform.
Jedi, do it! Do it! Rather you than Lord Vader.
Who is this?
He sent Bode after our team. My crew. Cordova.
Seer! They're all dead because of him!
Cal! This is what Bode wants. I know you are in pain, but this is not you! The Empire has taken enough from us! I will not lose you two!
Standard you'll seen in Star Wars at this point.
He won't.
Give it. Let the hatred flow through you.
See you on the Mantis.
Like I said, she's a night witch, right? Or a night sister. Aren't they technically dark side? Or like at least on the side of it?
My regards.
He's like, no, don't do that, Cal. Scene just kind of shows how weird it is that, these all-powerful Force users constantly keep getting wiped out all the time. I mean, they're still, yeah. I mean, there's only so much they can overcome, right? Right, use your lightsaber, not the Force, yeah. You don't want to get, like, blood all over you. Just gotta go up a floor. Wish Cal could use. Isn't that explicitly like a dark side power? You can never use force lighting if you're like just a Jedi. Because it requires you to like pull out your hatred and rage. Wait, does this mean I can't rip doors open now like I was? That was a nice feature.
Are you alright?
Yeah. I think so.
What was that? Was it?
I don't know what that was.
If you feel it again, you will tell me.
I will.
Good.
Unless you're Rey losing a tug-of-war battle with Kylo Ren and almost fry Chewbacca. Must be something from one of those movies I didn't watch.
Droid. Try not to
Yoda
get
and
Kellen
Mace
too much
Windu.
trouble.
When did Yoda use Force lightning? I remember him always just pushing people in the movies. And this is, like I said, expanded universe stuff probably again. Yeah, whatever. Wasn't the whole like Mace Windu's thing though that he could actually draw on the dark side despite being a Jedi?
You are right.
Okay, Cal. We got no boat. We got no compass. Now tell me the truth. I can take it. We lost, haven't we?
One compass remains. If you are hearing this, you know where I've left it. But if the compass is gone, do not despair.
What's this?
This isn't just the last goodbye.
There is another way to reach Tanalorr. Activate the arrays and align them to the coordinates embedded in this message.
There's a control center here. If we align the arrays, we can create a flight path through the abyss.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You want me to fly the Mantis through a ship-eating nebula using a tiny tunnel carved out by 200-year-old tech?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
I'm in the final stretch. I'm finally at 60% of the way through. Right, nice. It's 40% more to go. Oh yeah, we can finally get out of these fascist robes, right? Or not. Nope, still got. Maybe Cal's taking a liking to them. Like these are comfy. I'm gonna keep it on me for a little while. They got a nice fit. Honestly, shocked there's no Inquisitor outfit like in the first game. Well, they wanted to give you something new and interesting. I think Jedi use Force powers during sex, but they're not supposed to have sex. So I don't think they get trained in that.
Let's get out there.
Back to Kobo, huh?
How can we be sure this
Not
experiment's
supposed to have
gonna
feelings,
work
but they
anyway?
can't have sex. Seems like a massive loophole they gave themselves.
So we start up some arrays, whatever those are, punch a hole in the abyss, and then fly through?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
See, also a bit of an issue because sex usually creates feelings. Unless you'll have a bunch of like, I don't know, really emotionally detached Jedi.
Time to land. Get up here.
Told you the entire Order New Antic. I know, I'm aware, but I'm still just going on there like, don't get in relationships and commitments, all bad, dark side, path, bullshit. Oh, it automatically took me out of that robe, huh?
What are you still doing here?
Just checking in.
Don't you worry. By the time those arrays are activated, I'll have the
Okay,
Mantis in
okay,
top.
got activate arrays and we
Thanks,
go to the
Grace.
final level? Alright, never mind. I thought we were on the final level tonight, but Alright, game's got more to do. Where are these arrays? Down there. Cal should keep that secret blaze outfit, that might come in handy. I mean, if he ever has to sneak into a place again. Maybe I can jump up that.
Control cycle 5. How many more remain? Not enough enemy here.
Oh, shit.
My enemy. Adjusting parameters.
Ugh.
You move fast.
Someone said move the map down a level. No, I don't think I've been down there. Why it's all uncolored. I hate techno. I love technology. I just don't like being attacked by it.
This terminal will have to wait.
Is that like a new game plus thing to get these chests you can unlock?
The charge is set. Get back. What? Nothing? I thought you said this was good thermite.
Hmm. Okay, maybe it's this one that gets me in there. Or maybe it's that one I gotta go through.
You know your way around Kobo, don't you?
Yes, Uma Thermite.
Lot of chatter on the comms, kid. How you doing?
Just reached the control center. I'll let you know if I run into any trouble.
Welcome. I am Centauri Cree, the director of this experimental facility. Safety protocols require one person to remain here.
This is why you're on the dark side? Why?
Breeze, unless one of us is gonna stay behind, we need someone here to activate the arrays.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll ask around. See if anyone's got a death wish. Maybe Turgle?
Maybe not Turbo.
Yeah, I don't think I've been down here before. Today marks the 20th anniversary of KOTOR's launch. Appropriate, I assume. Yeah, good game. Always will be.
I need to focus.
Be nice if we ever get that remake of it. Though that might end up shitting it up, who knows. So what's the max amount of health canisters you can have in this game, by the way? I'm assuming you probably get some on those side quests I've been ignoring, because I've only got 6. You want it so bad? Yeah, it got delayed, it seems.
Purge troopers. What are they doing here?
Fight! Next one, Breeze. Stop that
I'm watching the VOD of the announcement of a KOTOR remake, and the first thing you said was Jim screaming somewhere. I do remember saying that, actually.
Remember your training.
Oh, you know, flame troopers suck ass. having a spa night tonight? Oh. Oh, fuck. Pay too much attention on the drones. Dude needs to get his skills up. He sucks. Are you talking about me? Or are you talking about that guy I was fighting? I'm just an impatient gamer. I want to kill stuff fast, if that's what you're talking about. And this game is not good for patience because everyone's got like a back and forth melee. You get 2 swaps in and they get their stamina back. Gotta go. Nice stream. Hey, Devine, you have a good night, man. You having a self-pan today? Or are you using anything scented, like scented water in this spa day? Okay, there was no way new dudes appeared in there. It was an empty room a second ago. Here we go. This time, I'm going to use the old actual powers. You destroy your own thing. What the fuck? Nothing expensive. Oh. Shit.
Another.
Fuck this thing. More? Okay, you just had to give me a way out. I'm noticing the final act of this game is getting into a lot of, here's a bunch of really long combat arenas. How many waves have spawned out of that one empty room? You got as well. Nostra, you have a good night, man.
Maybe Bo told him we were coming.
Thanks for showing up tonight. You want a Jedi? They just force throws and haymakers instead of lightsabers.
So
is there a reason they
this
can't?
is your kingdom.
I work with many talented scientists.
None as talented as you, Centauri.
And yet we've reached an impasse.
Everything master is teleportation a thing in the world of Star Wars? I just feel like they actually had to directly travel places. Marin, technically she makes like little wormholes she jumps through. She's not really teleporting. It just looks like it. We used that ability of hers to be like a big robot earlier.
This looks promising. Not bad for an abandoned facility. All the arrays are online. Now we just have to activate them.
And also
Kree must
break
lock
the
down
shit out of it.
facility when they evacuated. That's not going to stop us.
Our purpose is to study the abyss and what we call Kobo matter, using wave technology. We've had some success in dispelling Kobo matter, allowing us to probe.
And wonder if they're going to explain this whole Kobo matter stuff.
Within the Kobo abyss. Join me, and we will work to discover it together.
No lift platform here.
Proceed to the observation deck to initiate alignment.
Huh. You gotta hand it to Kree. She thought of everything.
Yeah, elevators, man. No, betrayed. We've already been betrayed. How can we be betrayed again? At that point, we just end up looking like an idiot. Like, oh, we had not one traitor friend, we had two. How am I enjoying the game? I am enjoying. I enjoy. It's pretty good. Like I said, I think it's on the same level as the first game, though.
See, you made it.
Grease informed me you were in need of assistance, so here I am.
It's a long trip.
Garrus, have a good night.
Couldn't have been easy.
I know everybody's
I'm like
leaving.
200 years old, but I'm as spry as a Padawan. Amazing. Oh, Cal, this is simply amazing.
Can you start the arrays when we're in position?
Oh, I stand ready for your order. It would be my honor to
I'm
see
assuming
Master
final
Peace
level
reign
ain't that
alive
long.
once more.
We're your master. Time to head back to the Mantis, buddy. We go through the abyss.
Front board on tunnel wall.
I'm not thrilled
Going to
about it
shower
either.
and be right back. Have
It's
a
the
good
only
one.
way we're getting to Tanalor.
Is it, well, as long as your hot water's on, it's kind of hard to have a bad shower. Then again, I'm someone who routinely takes cold showers, so what do I know? I intentionally mess up my showers and make them worse. This is a very long elevator ride. Hiding that loading screen, are we? Chad, remember when we used to discuss all those Mass Effect loading elevators? That one was longer than any one in Mass Effect that I can recall. Sweet. Would have been nice if they just let me leave the tower from the top instead of go through the tunnels again, but alright. Alright, I'm actually not gonna... I don't know if I should, like, visit the saloon again. They're just gonna, like, have the... We haven't really done enough in there. So, yeah, we're just gonna move with it. Move on. We go to the landing pad. You're always anxious to see the ending as well, right? It's kind of weird that Bode is the final boss. He does not have final boss energy when I look at him. He's like, I'm just a dude. Especially when we already had to fight fucking Vader in the game. Alright. I'm ready to end it.
Hey, Grease. You alright?
Just, you know, a little distracted is all. I mean, I'm about to fly freehand into a stellar anomaly with an appetite for
They can only be on dude,
I'll tell
and
you,
that's me.
my palms haven't
They
been
can only be
this
one
ready
dude
since-
is what you're gonna say.
You can do this.
You are the one dude?
Yeah,
well,
sure.
I'm assuming the AZ means Arizona though, so you're like the dude from one state.
Anyway,
Or does that just mean to be as the dude? I don't know. Probably reading into it. Where's my girlfriend at? Okay, well, let's get on with it.
Let's pick our next destination.
True tunnel lore. Using the dark side makes you better at sex? Well, it depends on the other partner. You guys are being awfully quiet. You're making this flight really awkward, you know? Say something. Nothing? No discussion? What? Okay. Lie in silence it is. I would honestly prefer a loading screen to how awkward this feels.
Grease is ready for a bumpy ride.
Oh, no, okay.
Cal, is it time?
We're heading to the abyss now. Fire up the arrays.
I'll be monitoring your progress from here. May the Force be with you all.
And you, Z.
well, what do you think is taking Z so long?
Dartigan was the only person to live through what we're about to do.
At least we will die together.
Hey,
So
great
romantic.
talk, kids. Hopefully they can fit that on my tombstone.
Look,
Are you telling me the Force couldn't let you navigate yourself through this thing? You had to like rely on technology. Completely opposite of lessons I've learned in this series.
Wow. Here we go. I know. You want to fly this thing?
Good thing the planet and moon were in the right, pointing in the right direction for those lasers to work.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet that's what all the other poor saps said right before they were torn into Vortex Chow.
This Guardians 4, no one
Now
telling.
it's an obstacle course.
You know nebulas are several light years across, sometimes hundreds, and we're flying through one at normal speed, not going through
They're
hyperspeed.
coming too fast.
but you are faster. Stop piloting and start flying.
I'm rerouting power from deflectors to the engines.
What are you, crazy? You're trading safety for speed.
Exactly. We're all in on you, buddy.
You're right. It's my ship, ain't it? Greasy does it, baby!
Yes, take the most dangerous path, flying through weird shit. I thought the thing was supposed to create like a corridor for us. I guess it only went so far.
Hey, wait a minute. Is it me, or is this tunnel getting a tad cozy?
It's not just you. Z, what's going on?
The arrays are overloading. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, actually, never mind. We were in the corridor the entire time. It's still that dangerous.
I can. Wait a minute. Are you crazy? If you jump into hyperspace blind, they'll be picking up pieces of the Mantis all over the outer rim.
Do you trust me?
You know I do, Cal. Let her ride.
nice face, by the way. Looks like he's nutting. I was waiting for someone else to say it, so I didn't have to. Thank you, Balak. You took that bullet for me.
You did it, you three-armed son of a gun dart!
Well, at least none of us lost our cool. Wow.
So,
I hope it's worth it.
I don't think there's a sun in here shining light on this planet. Is there now? I guess the nebula provides a light. But there's a shadowed side as well, so there has to be a sun on the other. You know what? It doesn't make any sense. Just imagine this game was made with co-op with friends. You mean like Dark Souls style co-op where people can invade your game? Yeah, it ain't got no sun. Unless, well, maybe it does. Can't really tell. It's blinking though.
So, this is it.
Here's a bigger question. We got in. How do we get out? I was thinking that I guess we get the compass back if we want to get out.
Yeah, you two.
Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just stay here.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Cal.
That was kind of like the idea,
I don't plan on
right?
living out my days on this rock, especially not with that traitor.
We'll be back soon.
Mythical planet of Japan. I mean, that seems like it's what it's clearly a little bit inspired by these sakura trees that are purple, only they're red and pink.
Talk later, okay, Cal?
You have nothing to say? Hold L1 and press square to perform a sequence of quick swings to rapidly replenish ammunition if they connect. Sure, why not? He does some fencing. Japan before the Finboys? There was never a time before the Finboys. They stayed hidden for so long. Knowing what terrors they would bring him, I don't know. You know, what's your problem with Finboys? You know what? They're just guys who like to look good. You know, if you actually see water this clear, you probably shouldn't drink it, since it probably means there's a lot of heavy minerals in it. That's one of the reasons you can usually get water that clear. Like, oh yeah, that'll probably, like, poison you. Jedi meditation spot, and yet I can't actually meditate here. I'm burning my mouth at the moment, eating a turkey sandwich with mango scotch bonnet sauce. Help, it sounds like it's pretty good, honestly. That's what a lot of alpine water in Europe looks like. Well, that crystal blue. I'm sure there's definitely, like, you know, some cases where it actually looks like that, but I just know from a lot of, mines where they have, like, a fill pond will sort of look like this. There's, like, a famous one, in fact, where the water looks crystal clear that people want Instagram by, but if you get in it, it's like bathing in bleach. But I guess if you have just the right conditions, you can get it normally.
This is kind of long.
Not what you were expecting?
I don't know what I was expecting. So much has changed since I first heard
Welcome
its
to
name.
Planet Instagram.
The temple's this way.
I mean, that
Dragon
really
and
is what it is,
Centauri
isn't it?
Creed planned their future
The Jedi's
here.
like, oh yeah, we can
I'm
take
not
so
worried
many
about
nice
them.
selfies here with the younglings. Chad, what do you think the Jedi Twitter account would be like if it were a real thing? Like, you know, if they had like a social media, you know, services in the world of Star Wars, and they have, what would the Jedi? You know, that'd be interesting. the official Jedi, and also an official Sith or Palpatine Twitter account. That's how like retarded our world we live in is, where we actually have this stuff that sounds like it'd be absurd in like a fictional universe. Think about that. Oh, that looks nice. Can I have my camera control back? I think Palpatine would be a shit poster. He would definitely be... I don't think he would be able to resist the allure of tweeting. I foresaw the Rebel Alliances. That kind of shit. Even to make himself, he'll stand out. It'd be way too similar to Kingdom Hearts Twitter thing. Well, like I said, you're talking about something that actually happened. I'm talking about what it would, something that's been, that, takes itself seriously, but ends up being hilarious.
He has already used fatherhood to justify betrayal and murder. Now we have him cornered, with nowhere else to run. He will kill or be killed. Well?
That shit?
Say something!
You're right.
I'm in a
But what
solemn
about
mood,
Kata?
lady.
She's not much younger than we were when our families were taken from us.
I know.
You and I will carry that loss for
Just
the
out
rest
here
of
on the
our
Death
lives.
Star. It's a Hillary joke.
Kata still has a chance.
Yeah, he definitely would like posting like
Yes, she
selfies
does.
of himself.
Very well.
I like the idea of Palpatine's
We will
Twitter
give
account
Bo
now.
the choice to stand
I'm
down.
sure there's probably someone who's made
For
something like that
Kata's
already, but I want it. It only matters if it's official. Buried invasion? Unexpected invasion of Tenlor forced the Order to flee their new sanctuary. How the Nihil discovered Tenlor remains a mystery. Yeah, they're just, we're not gonna bother explaining that. They just did. They just found their way through that, on that. You start fucking with Vader. It'd be glorious to see. Yeah, this definitely looks like, yep, short final level. Look how pretty it is.
I keep thinking about something Seer once said.
Wait,
A warning.
then what was the point of
Every
searching for
Jedi
the map?
faces
The
the
Empire
dark
would
side.
know they sent a
Feel
regiment
so
or
much
not?
hatred towards
Oh, what do you
Bode.
mean?
Seer
We
won
weren't
her
searching for a
battle with
map.
the
We
dark
were
side.
searching for like
You
a
will too.
compass that allows us to navigate this. This planet is surrounded by a nebula of like matter that like destroys stuff. So that we needed like a special compass to allow you to navigate safely through it. And we didn't get it. The other guy got it, but we found another way of getting through by creating a corridor through it.
He's still here.
Good.
But the idea is that this planet, because of the nebula, is safe from the Empire. So both we and Bode wanted it. He wanted it for living here with his daughter, and we wanted it because, hey, we could, like, all the people who were persecuted by the Empire if we come here. Found it almost, but I'm assuming we're not going to get to stay here, though. Can't be that easy. Also, the other villain of the game, that the hot evil Jedi, he's obsessed with this place. We need this fucking what? It's good real estate, apparently. He just like wanted it. The Disney canon, they have established that some civilizations that aren't as advanced as the Republic Empire, whatever, actually do use Force sensitive to navigate the galaxy. Well, they have like Force-powered ships. I know that was a thing, but like a Force-powered ship was a thing back in KOTOR from that ancient, bunch of aliens that made like the Starforge and shit.
Fall back to the temple. The Nile are enveloping our position. Master Gera, that is an order.
But then they all somehow just, I forget, was it like a disease? Sitharoth? Sitharoth. wants all the vacation selfie. I like you, like I said, I'm going to combine Sephiroth and Sith and just go with it and expect everyone to know what I'm talking about. Those washboard babs have been on ice for a century. Oh, hey. Apparently being a Bacta tank is really good for your figure. Not as cool as Dune's Navigators, where they just take drugs and nowhere. Well, they eventually turn into like mutants too. Ceremonial fountain. Tri-pointed water feature built to symbolize the three core pillars of the Jedi Order: the Force, knowledge, and self-discipline. Jedi strive for all times to gain mastery. Don't the Chiss use the Force to travel from their own planet? Thrawn's people, I mean. News to me. That's the only thing I know about them is like Thrawn is like you know, very big genius, smart brain man that no one can outsmart.
Do you hear that?
Katsa.
You know, it's nice he brought his daughter here, but how are they gonna get food? You're like starved to death in a few weeks.
Star, silent in the sky.
Any seeds here I can replant? Kill the daughter. I don't think that's happening. I don't let me. She's gonna be our Padawan if she's force sensitive. That food point, where is the soil to grow anything? Just right on just rocks. Maybe like there's more. I mean, maybe there's a better spot for that somewhere else on the planet.
JEDI.
Hey, Katsa. This is Marin. She's a friend.
I'm sorry Papa hurt you.
Yeah.
He said I'd never see you again. What are you doing here?
Kata, your father stole something very important. We're gonna ask him to give it back.
Will you show us the way?
Okay. Follow me. I don't like it here. It's dark and lonely.
You don't have to be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid. I'm a witch.
Better?
You're very pretty.
Not even a thank you? God. Like, yes, you're right.
Kata! How did you get here?
It wasn't easy.
You shouldn't have followed us.
Papa, don't!
Stay back, Kata. This is the only way to keep you safe.
She will be safe. I promise, Bode. But listen to me. It's over.
Lay down your weapons.
This planet will be a haven for those hunted by the Empire, including Kata and you. But you have to surrender now.
Go outside, Kata.
Listen to them, please.
Damn, dude. I'm standing there.
I will decide what's best for my family.
Okay.
Distraction! I will strike from the shadows.
Little help, BD.
It's over, Keston!
Imagine this is the final. Oh, it is the final boss. Unless we're gonna suddenly introduce someone. Well, maybe Darth Vader shows up. I don't know. Oh, he's got force speed. I see.
Hey, BD. Stim, now.
Heart of might!
This is the power of the force and being swole, apparently. Oh, about the robot. He kicked the dog. Wait. Oh. Got a lot of combos now.
Stim, please.
Hey, this is annoying. That's very annoying. They throw in judgment cuts? Yeah, and I don't know why I can't learn that move. Ah.
Our decision is final.
Master Ancesis, please. He has the will to fight.
And I admire it. But it is not only his life we would risk. The ships
We didn't
are
unlock
leaving.
the hidden dark side
There
skill
is no
tree. We only
time.
just
I
unlocked the dark
suggest
side
they
power
both
in the
join
last
us.
mission, so I don't think there is one.
You will break. Avoid the blast. You're fine.
Help, BD!
Distract him! I will strike from the shadows.
There's a new game plus that has some semi-cool stuff, but no skill for yeah. I mean, it is just like, hey, do you want to do more damage? You want to do more damage? Speaking of, I need to use that once I get to that part of the fight again. I like that he like took a swing like a fucking bat. Oh, learn CQC.
I need one. Stay away from Kata. What you got, Cassius? Help me.
Been a bit annoyed here. Ah, you dick. Let's skip this time. Oh god. Okay, you're just like, I have... Oh, right. Alright, my turn. I did nothing in my entire dark side heal mode. I'm also out of heals.
I know your moves.
Honestly, I think it would have been better without using it. We're sure this guy is not the main character? No, he's just a secret, final boss. I really don't like a Dark Souls style boss fight that has like stages like this where you got cutscenes in between. How it really feels off. I think I should switch stances away from the blaster stance to like, twin blade. A grenade on my girlfriend.
Distract him! I will strike from the shadows.
Can't pull him anymore? Pulled him the one time.
Got a trick for you.
It's like I'm fighting Solid Snake if he also had a lightsaber.
Quick, help! Let's do this. You can't beat Cal.
So Gray Fox, a little bit.
Help! Stim!
Oh, come on! That was like, I'm over here, I'm right in front of you.
Help me, BD!
It's a bad idea to ever get far away from him, because then he can just like keep you zoned out.
Another!
Now I've used up all my heals in the second part of the fight. that move. Shit. Oh, come on! That's horse shit. Horse shit. I even waited the last moment. Got greedy? No, I was out of heals. I waited the last moment and popped my special ability. And it's when he decided, like, you know, I'm gonna start using my AoE. Cheap. Cheap.
Distract him! I will strike from the shadows.
Got a trick for you.
I didn't mean to pop that now, but whatever. Probably actually a better time to pop it now. It seems like it's a liability in the third part of the fight. How can you dark side me? I got glowing red vision.
Need a stim.
Not a chance. I know your moves.
Yeah, it seems like a liability to use the dark side mode. Maybe it's a lesson. But letting him get any space is a bad idea at all. He does this shit.
I need help.
Suddenly I can't.
Stim here.
Good. Eat it. Cut off his hand. Do it properly.
Don't put this on your daughter.
Bode, we know what it's like to grow up alone.
Please, listen to them, Papa.
All right. And when the Empire comes, will you be able to protect my little girl? I'm sorry, Kata. I tried.
No, Papa!
Stay back!
It's gone mad with fatherly rage. I was wondering if it'd give me the option of pulling the trigger, and no. So are you using stasis? No, we had dark side power in this fight. Though it wasn't really that useful. Sorry about killing your dad. You good? You like some juice?
How are you feeling?
Better.
My dad's dead.
Thanks.
Good. We should speak. I was not much older than you when I lost my family.
Apparently their conversation wasn't important, so they just cut away from it.
For many years I carried this
Maybe not.
pain.
Blame it on a
I
Tuscan
did
Raider.
not want to feel better.
Terrible. Are there any
Why?
Tuscans here? Maybe.
I thought if I let go of the pain, I would be letting go of the people I loved. But I was wrong. And one day, I met someone who also lost his family. Together we found another way to survive. This pain is yours. It is part of you.
You know, that guy had to weigh good 200 plus pounds, and Cal just like shoulder him like it's nothing.
When my mother died, it changed Papa. And me too, I guess.
Yes.
Wait, did he have the jetpack on? No, I thought they broke that earlier.
You.
Do you even force lift?
And you must not let it consume you.
Had on the cutscene. He didn't use it in the fight, I don't believe. How's the smashed windpipe doing? Not too bad, if you can like narrate all that. Get in the gym, Dart, and you can be swole like Cal. Cal is, you know, not exactly what we call swole. He's got that, you know, that twink boy frame. That's terrible, but it's true. Now we begin the long process of polluting this garden world. You know, actually, you can't really burn a corpse effectively like that. It takes a lot more. That's actually only like char it, but not actually turn it into ash. It was lovely anyway. It's extra flammable too. Even those bodies? Maybe they didn't mind the smell. What happens now? We got an entire planet to ourselves. Oh, she just zoomed out of there. Oh, okay, it's just like he's standing there for a very long time. He's got that. He's in Norman Bates mode right now. Or no, what was that psycho from the Wall Street movie? American Psycho, yeah, that guy. Patrick Ray, there we go.
You saved my life on Brock.
Give him that long to think of what to say.
Let me walk my own path when I needed to.
We could have made this scene so much better if I'd ever found the mullet haircut to wear.
Now you're gone. We will continue your legacy, Seer. We will build something that can outlast the Empire. I promise you that. I promise.
But what about Empire 2? Because that's a thing.
But I'm scared. I almost lost myself. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for what comes next.
Bode was a dumbass. He was, rage father. I have to protect my daughter. He had a lot in common with that guy from Dying Light too, you know? Though he had a much better boss fight.
Cal, guide her through the darkness.
Lightsabers are rare. I don't know if I would have burned that up. Or maybe they did, and that's going to be that little girl's lightsaber. I'm assuming, yeah, third game, she'll be very important. Call it here, Cal dies at some point, and Kata is the next main character for a game in the future. Oh, well, I guess, yeah, probably in the next game, yeah. Whether he dies or not, who knows? I mean, I've always anticipated him dying, though. Just because it, would make... Otherwise, you have to, like, okay, why didn't you help Luke out? That kind of makes that whole Return of the Jedi moniker of that game, of that movie's name, a little inaccurate, because they never left. But then again, that's nothing new. They've been doing that for a while. There's quite a few Jedi left at that time. Hate that this is all happening in between canon shit. Well, you gotta admit, everything after the end of like the 6th movie is already not that great. So they chose to work with what's better material. Really, when it comes to the Star Wars right now, it's either like Old Republic, High Republic, or the old, Empire Republic, Empire time. The new stuff, here, icky. What about Return of the Dab? Return of the Dab. It's a powerful dark side technique. You don't want to use it. Think they'll make a 3rd game? Almost certainly. Star Wars always comes in 3s. You have a 3rd one to round it all off. So, now I need to hurry up and finish Dead Island 2. I've also been thinking of playing that Bramble game. I don't know if I'll have time anytime soon. Ahsoka did not help Luke, but she's still alive. Well, like I said, that is all newer stuff, and I don't know anything about it. And also, probably wouldn't like it. It just makes all the other Jedi that are alive look a little lazy. Yeah, we'll just let this new guy do everything. Bramble game. It's sort of like those Little Nightmares games where it's like a platformer, but a lot of scary shit happens in it. Though it's based off the Hall of the Mountain King play, I believe. Don't make the little girl a Jedi, make her a Night Sister, they OP. Well, if she gets a lightsaber plus Night Sister powers, then she OP. Her Night Sister girlfriend didn't really help us that much during the fight. I guess she got too distracted saving the little girl. Children are a full-time task. And accordingly to this game, they're basically magical. The moment she was born, I could see the entire galaxy in her eyes. You love Star Wars like you do Resident Evil. 30% of it is gold, 70% can fuck off and die. That's pretty accurate math. I can sign on to that. It's a decent equation, actually. Now if only this developer could make a Titanfall 3 game. The world, well, or even make Titanfall 2 playable. Personally, this is my game of the year so far. Oh, hey, to each their own. I'm glad you enjoyed it that much. I liked it. I got no real major, issues with it. I feel like it's on the same level as like the original game to me. Maybe like it's a cleaner version of the original. Though its pacing was a little less, I feel, because it went with the big hub world. EA won't let them? Apparently not. I guess they like making too much money off the Battle Royale. Need a sequel with Kanye West. You just want Kanye West and everything. I think it's... I don't think anyone's going to be putting Kanye West in much at this point. He did what we call a gamer move and destroyed his career. You 100%ed Resident Evil 4 yesterday. How many hours did that take you? That means you even found all those little, like, Salazar figurines too, didn't you? Earned himself a timeout. Go to your room, mister. In your 4-story mansion. Go to your room. If he still has that. Liked it a lot. 8 out of 10. Little janky, but a lot of good content. I hope by the 3rd game they learn how to animate the main character so he doesn't look so wobbly and doll-like, though. That was kind of weird. Almost 200 hours. Damn, man. I think you've played Resident Evil 4 far more than I have at this point. I think you'd probably have to, like, if you combine my playthroughs from the GameCube version, the original version with the new one, maybe it might become close to that. Actually, it looks way better in this game. Actually, what is that? Cal's animations are still very doll-like. I don't know, there's like, especially when just moving him around, it's very, there's something off about it. Yeah, but I know he definitely looks sillier in the first game. So they definitely improved it, but I'm assuming by the third game it looks how it should look. I'm not sure why that is, either. Because I didn't notice any, well, it's kind of hard to notice the other characters animating some of the other reasons, but I wonder what's causing that. What is this image we're looking at in the credits of this, like, hellscape? This developer only creates first-person games, so they need to get Yamaha. It's probably the cause of some of the other games issues. Because they're not, their platforming actually is a little weak as well, I would say. I still think that's kind of like not that great, and sometimes is like often frustrating. That's the EA main office. Oh, makes sense when I think about it. Ugh. I know a whole lot about that game now, and it skips, so if you ever play it again on professional, like you said, I would tell you about it. I'd probably play that on my own, though, without being on stream to play it on professional. I woke a few days ago with a huge cockroach crawling on my face. I was devastated. I've actually been in that situation. Not exactly on my face, but on my hand. I also woke up once to like a mouse on my bed. You have cockroaches in your opinion? Yeah, they suck. Yeah, I had to live in like when I was a kid, you know, I've mentioned before. One of the places my family had to live was in like right next to an illegal garbage dump in this back road. And you know, because of that, like we could never get rid of the roaches in the place, no matter what we put down. So it's like fucking yucky. Though to be fair, there was an entire like houseboat that someone had thrown into that garbage dump that I would play in all the time. So it was like, it had a plus to it. I could pretend I was like a captain in a sea of trash. I'm not even joking, by the way. That was true. There's someone had like, there's like a basically, I guess, some like houseboat that they couldn't use anymore. They just threw it there on the pile. And it was a very large houseboat. So me and my other like trash friends would like just hang out in it at times, and like, hey, we were captains of the sea. Real shit. I mean, I've mentioned plenty of my real shit stories. Interesting childhood I had. Sounds like something you'd hear from Ed and Eddie. Well, we all have those moments in our childhood. I think where we like have, you know, you could write a story about that. Charles in the trash sea. Turn that into a book. Chat GPT. Get right on that. Were you a steampunk? No, I was, you know, a poor punk. My imagination is wonderful. It's what got me through so much. You were literally the Junkyard Kids from Fat Elmer. Never seen that show, but I know of it. You're back? That was a long shower. Hillbilly days. Well, I'm not a hillbilly, so no. They're just like poor kid days, playing in a a houseboat in a junk pile. Yeah, we had fun in that. There was also like an old bus up near like a pond that we would go hang out in. Also had dinner. Oh well, that explains it. Yeah, there was quite a few weird hangout spots me and my friends had. There's like a barn, and like there's an abandoned house, and like I said, the old houseboat in the garbage pile. And then there was weirdly a deer stand. It was more like a deer. It was like almost like a tree house, but for like it was mainly a deer stand for hunting. We'd hang out in that too. You play Resident Evil 4 professional, do it on New Game Plus. Doing on New Game will turn you into a different person. Why? Because of all the special weapons you get? Deer stand? Well, stand. It's like, you know, it's basically like a treehouse for hunters. Though they're usually not, you know, big enough for more than one person. But this one had like a roof and everything, and we go up there and we would literally, we actually once took a Ouija board up into that thing that I swiped from my older brother. I didn't believe it, but I knew one of my friends in the group was like super superstitious, so I figured it'd freak him out. Yeah, unfortunately, that friendship ended when one of my friends threw a rock at my head. Left a scar, too. Did you ever go to prom? No, prom is a waste of money. Why would I ever want to go to that horrible thing? The prom in my high school sucked. I bet you made him pee his pants. I was too angry that I just left, actually, because I didn't even, I was like, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? And I had blood dripping down my face. And he was smaller than me. I couldn't go around beating up some little kid. But I still to this day do not know why he did it. He just like chucked a rock at my head when I was like, what? Why? He was not he was a kid who had emotional problems, to put it simply. Or behavioral issues, I should say. I mean, I do recall him once telling me how he like had a friend that he would, shoot pellets. So I should have seen it coming. He was corrupted by the spirit you summoned with the Ouija board, and he was always messed up before that. But I had, you had limited options. Who else was I gonna be friends with? Like the only other person I could have been friends with, there was like me and 2 other people, and then there's like one guy that was like basically a drug addict. So we went, no, thank you. I understood that with great power comes great responsibility since a young age. Not surprising for a party. I just like, I don't know, I was really upset and wanted to strangle the kid, but I also just like, I don't know, I was like, oh, fuck it, I didn't care much about it either. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go fucking treat the wound on my head. And it was a weird feeling, so I didn't really know how to deal with it. But that was the last time I ever hung out with him. Like, you know what we had, that's done. Had a crazy dangerous, these are some really long credits, by the way. Had a crazy dangerous friend too when this is also the kid that almost shot me with a 12-gauge shotgun as well, by the way. So that should clue you in. I've told you guys about that story, how he's like waving a break action shotgun around in his living room. And it went off. Reminds me of when I was in kindergarten while being held by other kids and I fell face first. Ouch. Just got how'd the game go? Yeah, we have a young child to take care of now. That's how it went. We became a dad. Want to hear more about your backstory so I don't mind the long credits, my lore. Tell us of your lore, Dartigan. Someone better be writing it down in a book. Or to at least a wiki page. Are you still in contact with some of those friends? No, I haven't heard them in years. One of them I did see a few years ago, and he told me he was moving to New York. And he was like trying to write a novel or something. That's the last I ever saw of him. Overall good. Overall good. It has issues, but it's still good. You ever get beat up as a kid by anyone? I've never actually gotten into a fight as a kid. I came close a few times, but never really transgressed into a full fight. Like I said, there was one time in 7th grade, some kid that for some reason had a thing about me. Like, he was like a full head shorter than me. But he always wanted to like, try to like, I guess, bully me for some reason. I don't know why. I just like tried to ignore it. But one day he was like trying to trip me on the way to lunch, and I just got fed up and pushed him up against a wall and held him there for a second. Then I backed off. There's another time some other kid who was a lot bigger than me wanted to fight me because I think someone had said a rumor that I had insulted his mother, and when I didn't even know the guy. And he like tried to punch me, but he kind of did. It like wasn't a full punch though. He like brushed off my cheek, so didn't really like do much. And like I still just like, what? Why? So there's a few times they came close, but I can say I've never actually been in a fight. I've had to come close to defending myself a few times, but it didn't really go all the way. You got powerbombed into a concrete alongside a swimming pool when I was like 10 by another 10. You're lucky. Could have done serious damage. The minute he does, he'll get in trouble with a teacher. Games can't help themselves these days. They have to give you a small child to take care of, I noticed. I've mentioned this several times before in videos. All games want you to experience parenthood. Got pushed off a jungle gym for winning a race against the bully and broke your arm. Oof. Yeah, my arm, the only time I ever broke my arm was when me and my older brother were playing. I think we were just like jumping over each other, and he landed on top of me. BPR, oh yes, I was like 4. Oh no, I was older than 4. I think I was like, it was definitely 5. I think I just turned 5 or something. Sure ready for that combat against Steven Seagal. That's the thing, I don't have to even been in a fight to know I can still kick Steven Seagal's ass, because he's never been in a fight either. When I was younger, a friend ran over my legs with his bike, not motorcycle, and even left the marks on my legs. I grabbed my horse riding whip I had gotten for my birthday and ran after him for half an afternoon. Not gonna lie, it was pretty fun day. We finished the day, the 5 of us drinking Capri Suns. You know, that's like having a beer when you're a kid, having the Capri Suns with the boys. Let's go down to the old treehouse, have some Capri Suns. I'm interested in the horse riding whip. That makes me think you like had a horse. Because where else would you get a horse riding whip? Personally, I would have asked for like the horse spurs for your, you know, the cowboy boots. Those are you can wear those anywhere. Steven will snatch every motherfucking birthday. I'm gonna give you a big hug for your backstory if you do. So I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm actually quite emotionally healthy. There's people who had way worse times than me as a kid, trust me. But I thank you for the love. I think I'm guessing there's no scene after the credits, right? Or maybe there is.
Well, not exactly what we expected. But this place is our home now.
Yeah, Grease. Yeah, I guess it is. Still got a lot of work ahead of us.
It will take time to contact the hidden path.
And find the anchorites.
And build a saloon. I mean, the place is creepy, but it does have franchise potential.
This belongs with you.
It belongs with all of us. What do you think, kid? Should we give it a shot?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ah, that's the spirit. Oh, that's great. Come on, I'll bet you're hungry. I'll make you
No,
something.
would not let that kid carry that around. That's the only way out of this place. You got one for your previous birthday because I had a phase where I really wanted to learn how to ride a horse. Ended up learning eventually, but it was way overrated, and I got kind of obsessed. All right. Journey complete. You have reached the end of your journey. However, the galaxy can be freely explored. The galaxy, you mean like 3 planets. And there may yet be secrets left to discover. Do you not want to unlock more haircuts? And more jackets you can wear? The universe and galaxy is full of mysteries that only your barber will care about. New Journey is now available from the main menu. New Journey plus free perks. Security grants a massive increase in weapon damage for both friends and foes. Warrior replaces standard enemies with new, more difficulty combat encounters. Trendsetter randomizes your cosmetics on death. So you come back looking dumber and dumber. stop that recording now. Game be like, do you want the poncho? You can get the poncho. Hold on a second. There's one more thing we can do real quick. One last thing.
Let's head out.
Headed to Kobo? Drinks are on me.
One last thing to take care of.
Forget that last bit. Carter, you're gonna love Kobo.
What's it like?
Oh, lots of waterfalls. Everything grows there. It's great. And oh, yeah. How could I forget Pyloon Saloon? I'm the owner
He's
and
too old to drink,
proprietor.
man.
Is there music?
Deleting the game from my HD? No.
Okay. I hope they have Trandoshan funk. That's my favorite.
Trandoshan funk? You don't like jizz music? This is a jizz ship, lady. We only listen to jizz, hardcore jizz at that. Fucking Zoomer kids. They don't respect the classics. How long did this playthrough? I'd say about 20 or so hours for me. Love you and your vids. Oh, well, thank you, Arrival. Glad you like them. But yeah, I think it was around 20 hours. Have you tried 11 Labs? The voice cloning stuff? I haven't tried it, but I know of it. I've seen videos made of it. Oh, you can't fast travel from inside the ship? Jizz should be everywhere. The world should know jizz. Give me a... Where's a freaking thing? You going back to fight that toad? Oh, fuck yeah, I am. Just looking for a meditation spot so I can fast travel quickly there. There's one. It's probably gonna still murk me. That thing was broken. Broken as hell. Results were absolutely identical to your usual recordings. Would you use it for your videos instead of manual voice work? Unlikely, because why would I pay for that when I can just do it myself? But I don't think I would. No reason to add more money than I got to spend on something. Okay, where were they? Was there like right here? Fort Kalon? Yeah, it was here, wasn't it? Beat his ass with a dark side. I'm assuming I do more damage now. No, there isn't actually. You know, you don't actually go up in damage in this game, do you? I mean, you have a lightsaber from the beginning. How could you go up in damage? Saved the hardest boss for last. That I did. Wait, you weren't supposed to be here before. Let's let the force meter, build back. I think the dark side part was more of a cutscene thing than an upgrade thing. You do more damage while you're in it. I actually never went over there and dealt with those guys either. But whatever. Alright, let's do this. You fucking menace. still killed me. Because he did that shit. What a bat. You know, that's cheap. What if we just have a move that instant wins? If you tried shooting it, that doesn't really do... Yeah, no. Thank you, right? I mean, I could have killed him there. But he did that bullshit again. Goddamn thing, I know, right? Apparently it was in the first game as well, but I don't remember it. Still pain in the ass. Yeah, he doesn't.
Help me, BD.
He's still gonna murder me.
Hey, BD.
Oh God! You know what? It ain't worth the effort. One last try, and then I was like, you know what? He's the ultimate being in the universe. It hasn't changed at all since the first time I tried finding it. Giving up? I'm not here to prove myself. I've already beaten the game. My battle's over. All this for a poncho. Problem is you can't stun lock the bastard either.
Here, buddy. Buddy, help.
Even the dark side is not strong enough to beat this fucking thing.
Right here, BD.
You know what? Fuck it, I don't care. Keep your secrets. Keep your poncho, you fucking frog. I'm done. What difficulty is on? This is normal. This thing is like, yo, ridiculously tough fight. It's cheap as hell. Your elements, they're almost as good enough for me. It's late. I've done enough. Maybe I'll beat it on my own time. Who knows? Alright, imagine fighting two of those frogs at the hardest difficulty. I already know you can. I already know you can fight two of them at the same time. Do you have bombs? No. You have lightsaber and you got a pistol. And force bombs. And the force ain't doing nothing to that thing. Force is nothing compared to a frog. That'll do, Tiger. Thank you. I think I did pretty well. But chat, that's it tonight. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. I would like to, but we'll see. Tomorrow I start editing my Forspoken video together. So that takes precedence. So if I get enough of that done, I'll stream Dead Island too. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, chat, you've all been wonderful. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hopefully you liked the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed me. Hit the like button. Hit the follow button if you did. You can also join my Discord. Other than that, thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs tonight. And thank you to the mods and everyone in chat for being awesome. I will hope to stream tomorrow, but like I said, we'll see. Forspoken, that vid gonna be good, more than likely. Maybe not, yeah. Hard to make that one good though, because that game is freaking boring. Yeah, I almost forgot. Gotta use that. Even if it's for like just a minute. Alright, chat. You all have a wonderful night. I will see you either tomorrow or sometime soon. Peace out, everybody.